Who was that princess with flowers in her hair, flowing white, her skirt of black, and your McEnderworst? I think it was Wax's podcast, talking mad shit about uninteresting facts. Wax's podcast, listen to it every Wednesday. There was a man, his name was Wax. He expressed himself on a podcast. His brother's name was Herbal T, and he also expressed himself various times verbally. He played a G, he played a C, he played a G, he played a C, he played a... Oh, you didn't know I was going to call the chord for you. He played an F sharp minor flat 7th augmented 6th. But really, at the end of the day, he was just here for Wax's podcast, talking mad shit about interesting facts. Wax's podcast, listen to it every Wednesday. We got the one, the only, the man, the myth.
Oh la la oh la la, doth on hither here. Lord and Biden bid us them squibble popped on fear. Lord and landed on a sunny. Sorry.
Oh, I was getting into that. Ooh da la lee, ooh da la lee. 1, 2, 3. Ooh da la lee, ooh da la lee. She had flowers in her hair. Ooh da la lee, ooh da la lee. What colors did she wear? Ooh da la lee, ooh da laylock. Oh, blanket ships of yore. And now we're in the band. Blanket ships and blanket cross of valleys yesteryear. How many times doth wind ask the king forevermore? He gives us slop, he gives us gruel, he makes us sweat, he makes us drool, he makes us joke, he makes us fool, but now we're in the band. Herbal T and the place to be.
What's good?
Chilling, man. That was really nice because you know what? You don't have to, when it really comes down to it, what am I?
It's all, I mean, really, it's about what do you identify as? Because me, I'm a creative. So, I feel at home creating. I'm inspired by a lot of things. So, at heart, I'm a creative.
I feel the same way. But I mean, first and foremost, I'm a business guy.
Oh, okay.
I check the spreadsheets. I check the data. I do a lot of things with the algorithm because, like, when it really comes down to brass taxes, tech guy.
Well, I relate because I'm a numbers guy. 1s, 2s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the way up.
You got to follow the numbers.
You got to follow.
The numbers. And I tell you why, because it's really all about math. You know what I mean? Mathematics. It controls everything around us. True, and I would know about that because, I'm a spiritual guy.
First and foremost. First and foremost, absolutely. Because for me, it really comes down to it. It's all about God because I'm a man of God. So.
I'm a God-fearing man. When it comes down, like if you really, really break it down into the simplest terms, though, it's family first. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, you know me. I'm a family man. So
exactly.
I got kids, wife, one kid, 2 kid. It is what it is. So
it's all about the kids.
It's all about it because I'm a dad. So
it's all about the kids. You got to be with the family. But the thing is, though, like I'm really like when it really. I'm an introvert. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I'm really, I'm kind of a contrarian. So I'm an extrovert, introvert. Sometimes this, sometimes that. So. I really ride the line, so I'm really more of a equestrian.
See, I do agree with that because I'm a contrarian as well, but I kind of stick to exactly what I mean. I'm a stick, you know what I'm saying? I don't flip-flop. I don't change. Exactly. Like, I don't just ride the tides of the winds, because and when I say winds, it's because, like, I'm a weatherman. I'm a meteorologist.
First and foremost.
Yeah.
I'm a weather guy.
Exactly.
A meteorologist. First and foremost, I check the barometer, the barometric pressure, the rain when it's coming, because I'm an outdoorsman. First and foremost.
Yeah. I love nature, man. I'm a nature lover. I'm a tree hugger when you really break it down. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, because I'm a tree hugger as well, but I also, I believe in organic products because I'm a health nut.
Oh,
I'm a health nut personally.
that's funny that you say you're a health nut because I'm a gym rat. You go to the gym, you're going to see me there, man. You go to the gym, bow, pumping iron, 1, 2, 3. Because when you really break me down to the smallest of molecules, fraction by fraction, I'm a gym rat.
I hear you because I'm always in the gym, but I'm also paying attention to my spiritual self, my innermost, because I'm a mindfulness man.
Of course, you got to be in the moment.
So I'm always here. I'm a Zen guy.
You got to be in the moment, but first and foremost, when you really live in life to the fullest, you got to plan ahead and think about the past. That's all the time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm always looking forward. I'm looking back because I'm kind of a historian.
I'm a history buff, so I don't. Maybe we could get together on that. You know what I mean? I'm a history buff when it comes.
I'm a historian, and you're a history buff, so maybe we could get together and talk about the past. Because truth of the matter is, I'm a conversationalist.
That's true. Maybe we should do something because like when it comes to conversation, when it comes to being a history buff, like I like to travel. I'm my whole life it's all about traveling, but at the same time, I'm really a homebody. You know what I mean?
I'm also a vagabond.
Is that
truth be told, first and foremost, I'm a vagabond. Although, sometimes I just like to, get in touch with my family, get in touch with my people because, I'm a relationship guy.
See, I'm a vagabond too. Like I don't really like, a lot of people, they have all these things and all this stuff, but at the same time, I'm a collector. I'm a collector of items. You know,
at the same time,
a hoarder. I'm even a hoarder.
I'm actually a hoarder as well, but I'm also a minimalist.
Right.
So I don't like have anything at all. I love purging things, getting rid of stuff.
Right.
So at heart, I'm a minimalist.
Right, but when I'm very organized. You know what I mean?
First and foremost, you got to have everything, sign everything on the dotted line. Make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed because I'm a detail-oriented guy.
Exactly, me too. And when it comes to getting all these things, it's like, I'm all about saving money. I'm a coupon clipper. You know what I'm saying? When you really like think about who I am as a human being deep down inside of my heart, soul, body, mind, and spirit, give me the scissors, give me an old piece of paper, a newspaper, and I will cut coupons all day because I'm a saver.
I'm a saver, but I'm also a spender.
I'm a baller.
I'm a big spender.
Right.
I mean, at heart, I'm a big spender because I spare no expense because I'm a money man, a money guy, a numbers guy.
You got to be.
You do.
You got to be up on your stocks and your bonds.
Yes.
But money ain't everything. Remember that.
That's true.
Money ain't everything. It's something. I'm a money guy, just like you. I'm a money man as well. But at the same time, I'm more about the little things. Because life's all about the little things.
Absolutely. Because I'm more of an observer myself. So I'm always seeing what's going on, laying back in the cut, just kind of collecting my thoughts on things. Because I'm a rational guy.
Right.
But I'm always observant. So,
I'm rational. Yeah, you got to be. Especially if you're like me and you're very spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? On a whim. I could do anything on a whim, but I'm always well planned when I do.
That's right. Always well planned. I mean, I love to, observe and, I'm looking right around in your studio here. I see these keyboards and because I'm a music guy first and foremost.
Of course.
I'm a music guy. So, I'm on the business side. I am a creative, like I said, right off the bat. But
that's
I'm
also
true. An A&R man.
Well, so, I'm a music guy, tech guy, so I'm into the digital age of music. You know what I'm saying? I like the new technology.
Oh, I'm a streaming guy, so I'm always on your Spotify's, your Hulu's, your Netflix, your Google Plays, and your Amazon. So,
but at the same time, I'm kind of an old school guy. I like analog.
Right. I'm a vinyl guy. I'm a vinyl guy. I like to touch. I like to touch the product.
Exactly.
See the art. Read the notes. Because I'm a liner notes guy.
Oh, you talking my language now.
So
you talking my language.
I said, who played the bass on track 7?
All about the credits. To me, it's all about the credits. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Because I believe in giving back to everyone, telling everybody because, I'm an appreciative, thankful guy.
That's true. I've always known that about you. You're very appreciative and thankful, especially to God, because God comes first.
He does, first and foremost.
But family comes first. But you got to put yourself first.
Absolutely.
Because without your health, what do you got?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing at all.
I'm like a I'm a steak guy. Medium rare guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a steak and potatoes guy.
Exactly.
I mean, let's face it. Let's face it. I'm a man. I'm a steak and potatoes guy. I mean, you come in here, but at the same time, I'm also a vegan. So
Right. That's true. You got to love the animals. I'm an animal lover myself. You
I'm
know
a
what I mean?
plant-based guy.
You a dog guy, cat guy?
I'm more of a snake guy.
I'm a dog man, but I'm also a cat guy.
That's right. That's right. You more of like a pit bull guy, chihuahua guy.
Big dog guy, little dog man, whatever you want to call
I'm
me.
kind of a big cat guy, but a little dog.
I really prefer medium-sized dogs. That's like when you put my body under a microscope and break it down to the smallest and smallest of fractions that are barely even visible with a microscope. I'm a medium dog lover.
I always thought of you as an MSDM.
Yeah,
A medium-sized dog man.
exactly. So, what kind of man are you?
I mean, when you really break it down, first and foremost,
Brass taxes.
I'm a straight shooter. I'm a straight shooter personally.
Yeah, I don't waste words. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I also like to be I'm very detail oriented as well.
I'm loquacious, but at the same time, I never waste my words.
Exactly. I'm an introvert,
But an extrovert.
but I'm very outgoing. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Like I have a lot of stage fright. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel at the same time I'm totally comfortable in front of people.
Exactly. But I think I would consider myself more like a burrito guy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just want a burrito. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm more of a taco man.
Yeah.
Yeah, taco man, but I'm also, are you a corn tortilla guy? Or are you a flour man?
Well, that depends. I'm a weekend guy. So on the weekends, I prefer corn. But sometimes I'm a work all the time, weekday guy. So I would rather have flour during the weekday when I'm working because I feel more relaxed and at home when I'm dabbling in my studies because I'm essentially a chemistry guy. I do a lot of chemistry experiments at the house.
Oh, I see. You're a science guy.
Science man. Wizard. I'm really a wizard with the technology. I'm a gadget guy.
Oh,
I got all the latest gadgets. The
I got
iPhones,
iPads,
the iPads,
iPads, iScrots,
If it's got an I in it, I got it.
You got the new iScribble?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't got the new iScribble?
Yeah, because sometimes, if I'm being real honest with you, sometimes I'm uninformed.
Oh yeah, I'm always up on the latest tech.
Hate to say it, but the thing is, I'm honest with myself. So if I have a fault, every characteristic about myself is not perfect. I'm uninformed sometimes, but I'm an honest man and I keep it real. Realness comes first.
Absolutely. I'm a like I said, a straight shooter. I'm a straight shooter. I tell it like it is. I mean, that the number one fact first and foremost about me is I always tell it like it is. So
I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and be a used car salesman, but I am a hustler and I can sell anything to anybody.
Mm-hmm. I'm very direct, but I also beat around the bush.
Ooh, that's true. I could say that same exact thing about myself if I really delved into the deepest depth of my soul and really got down into my own soul and explored it like somebody spelunking or like Jacques Cousteau swimming around looking at a coral reef, and that coral reef is my soul, and it's represented by the smallest and oldest fragments of reef. And when you really break it down to the brass taxes of my inner deepest spiritual depths, I'm a numbers guy.
Mm-hmm. Numbers guy, he doth proclaim, stuck his fortune in the game.
He had his fortune, had his fame.
Now he's in the band.
Oh, snap. We got C-Rap in the building. C-Rap. Don't forget the dash.
Don't forget the dash.
So how'd you get that catchphrase that you always say, don't forget the dash?
Well, you see, the fact of the matter is my name is Chris. Starts with the letter C. So just thought that I also rap.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
yeah, I thought it'd be easier and more catchy. Instead of having Chris the rapper or something like that, I just thought C-Rap. But I realized after writing it down that I had some issues with the spelling, wording, etc. So
Right, because if you say C and then rap, if you just look at it, it's crap.
well, yeah, I was made aware of that many times on my social media pages. So I decided that instead of having a space between them, I would need a punctuation. So I elected to go with the dash. So in order to avoid the constant comments I'm getting on my social media saying, hey, see rap, it looks like crap, I put the dash in there and I came up with the catchphrase, don't forget the dash.
So your new song, Riggedy Riggedy Rappin', is blowing up all over the airwaves. How's that make you feel?
I just love to hear it. So I really put my heart and soul into it. I'm trying to bring it back to the good old days of hip hop with not all this crap that's out right now.
Wait, it's weird that you would use the word crap.
Well, let me rephrase that. Garbage. Sometimes I don't like to use that C word because it always comes back around to me.
Always comes back around to haunt you, eh?
Well, yeah, just a lot of people, like I said, commenting on my hate C rap. You look like crap.
So now that you're on the podcast, can you give us like a little taste of what the sound? You don't have to do the whole song. You could just maybe do a little bit of the chorus for us.
Yeah, just goes. Who's that rigged rapping? Who's that rigged rapping? Who's that rigged rapping? It's C rap. Don't forget the dash.
That's fucking stupid.
All right, I'll see you guys. All
right, C-Rap, don't forget the dash.
Don't forget the dash.
What else is going on? We got Herbal T in the building on Wax's podcast, y'all. Yes. Herbal T is in the building up here in Sherman Oaks, California, just having a lovely little Sunday morning. We're recording this on Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, August something.
August 18th.
2019.
10/18/2019. That's a little pattern right there. On the SAT scores, what would be next? 10/18/2019.
30/20.
Yes! Numbers guy.
I'm a numbers guy. I'm an analytical guy.
I'm more like an analogy guy. When I see one thing, I say this is like another thing.
You a metaphor guy or simile guy?
Simile guy, analogy guy, metaphor guy, comparison guy.
Yeah, right. Superlative guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. The better, best, worst, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. Right.
I'm a ratings guy. 1 through 10. You want 1 through 100?
You more of a 1 through 10 scale or a thumbs up, thumbs down guy?
I'm more of a Yelp 5-star guy.
You a A through F or a pass fail guy?
I'm more of a multiple different judges, like an Olympic figure skating guy. That's
okay.
Yeah, because I like that. I'm a diversity guy.
I'm an 8.7 guy.
I'm a multinational man.
6.5 from the North Korean judge guy.
Exactly. Which was generous, by the way.
Absolutely.
Generous from Pyongyang.
Absolutely. Pyongyang.
Pyongyang sounds like poontang. Sounds like
Pyongyang.
Pyongyang sounds like a word for vagina, is what I'm saying.
I don't know if I don't recall ever. I'm sure it's there, but like a Pyongyang being rhymed in a rap.
Pyongyang, I got a blonde gang.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to.
I got a blonde gang from Pyongyang. The blonde gang from Pyongyang is actually a new K-pop group that's competing with
that's completely out of North Korea.
the first North Korean
a state-sponsored extreme communist boy band.
They do.
That could actually be a thing.
They do K-pop. Yeah, that'd be sick if they were all dressed in military uniform and they did marching like the S1Ws
when they're like perfectly in sync.
Yeah,
and they come out on stage with a missile.
Yeah, they'd be like they could do like they could like sample Fight the Power and do the S1W moves. But the power would be all the other superpowers of the world. And if you fuck up your dance step,
I bet you Trump would like it. Am I right?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, geez.
Yeah, probably be his favorite band.
He'd probably tweet it.
He probably would. He's put it on his crazy Twitter feed.
Probably retweet it with an emoji.
Don't forget the dash. Do we have anything that's important to say? Not really, huh? You know it's not important?
What's that? Life?
Exactly.
Living? Existence?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? That's the question we ask every day to ourselves. Folks
Every
out there.
day we get up and we go through our routine, and at the end of the day, you sit there and you look in the mirror and you say, "Hey, self, was today worth it?"
Hey, self, I went through the day and I had about 95 to 97% horrific things, tasks, to-do lists, things I had to get done, accomplishments, if you want to call them that. I call them, it's more like slave work. Then you have 2% of the day that's okay. And then you ask yourself, is it worth it?
98% of the day is what I call necessary torture. Necessary self-torture, NST. The other 2% barely qualify as joy. And then at the end of the day, I stare into that mirror, I look deep into my own eyes, and I say, why have I not killed myself?
About 50% of my driving is me looking at the side of the road and thinking, all it would take is one quick curve of the wheel.
Exactly.
And all my problems would be solved.
I'm really lucky to live in Los Angeles. Not a lot of bridges here.
Oh, absolutely.
Not a lot of bridges, because God forbid I had to live in Kent Island, Maryland, and commute to Annapolis every day and drive across the Bay Bridge. I gotta imagine if out of a, let's say I do it. Let's say I made 100 commutes. Let's say I made 100. You don't think on one of those commutes I'd violently turn the wheel to the right, probably the left, because that might take out some other people with me.
Absolutely, and they deserve it as well. In fact, I'm doing them a favor.
Exactly. Just taking them away from the misery that is breath and heartbeat.
You can thank me later. Jesus Christ.
I know. Anyway, did you
Anyway,
hear about the new iPhone?
Yeah, I'm going to...
It's got a better camera.
You still have an iPhone 6? God, what are you doing with your life?
Did you hear that Instagram had an update and now you can't see your stories through your notification window? What is this?
Did you see the new Gmail interface? I can't even see my sent mail.
I would that when I look at the newest version of Twitter and the notification bar is now on the left instead of the right, and when I get my feed mail, I can't even retweet my sponsored posts. I'm like, why don't we just be cavemen? You know, I might as well be out in the middle of the desert or jungle running from lions, tigers, bears, wolves, and snakes, because I feel like I am in the last century.
Absolutely.
Did you hear about what else is going on? What the fuck is going on in the world?
I haven't been paying attention too much, honestly. I've kind of like, it's been a while. I kind of tuned out a year or two ago to most of what's going on.
I kind of go in and out.
Yeah.
I
know like the stuff that is like in your face and you can't avoid, but I don't get into the ins and outs of it too much.
I don't know if I want to go into this, but there was about a year ago I saw somebody. It was somebody at an event that I was at, and this person was going to perform at the event.
Kid Rock, Donald Trump.
And no, it was somebody you wouldn't know. Nobody. It's kind of an not famous person, but they were crying. And granted, the world is terrible. Things are going on all the time that are bad, but there was something going on, and she was crying and she couldn't handle it. And it's just funny to me. It's like if you didn't have a television, you wouldn't even know about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like in my backyard, it's pretty nice. You know what I mean? The mosquitoes and squirrels and crickets and the noises they make have not changed.
It is. I mean,
but that's luck. But you know, what
lucky.
Am I supposed to just not fucking help others? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we have like a certain luck, privilege, whatever you want to call it, where like in my case, like I can tune out everything and just take my kids to school, not worry about what's going on in the greater world, and I do pay attention to some of it. Like, but I even like more niche stuff. I'll like read about like what's going on in some random place before I know like whatever's going on that everyone else knows. Mm-hmm. You know?
And let's face it. The immediate micro world is depressing enough. Do we really got to get more and more sadness, more and more emotional destruction, more and more fear, anxiety, despair, lack of hope,
torment, anger?
Break out that guitar. Play me an E minor chord. Despair, lack of hope, depression, anxiety. Hey, you got any dope? Because that's what I need if I want to cope. They said, do you want to keep living and survive? I said, nope. I bought myself a rope and a rickety stool to match. I bought myself some cyanide and I said, down the hatch. Various ways to kill yourself. Which one will you choose? Various ways to kill yourself. You'll never lose. Will you jump into a tank with the shark biting you on your ankles? Or your head and your face and neck? Will you paper cut yourself to death with a 1-cent check? It was so low anyway, that check. It was only worth 1 cent. I think it was sent to me by ASCAP, probably. So I decided, hey, would I rather have a fucking kung fu ninja warrior slice my head off with a samurai sword? Or would I rather slowly, like a tiny, tiny man using a saw to cut down a tree, chop my own neck with a 1-cent check? Chop my own neck with the 1-cent check. Paper cut to my neck with the 1-cent check. Repeatedly paper cut my neck with a 1-cent check.
A 1-cent check. A 1-cent check.
A
I
1
paper
cent
cut my neck with a 1-cent check.
A 1-cent check. It was a 1-cent check to the address of which where I reside. I said, I'll swallow my pride. Many people in the past have died. I'm going to die eventually, right? Why not today? Why not in a weird way? Why not in a way that no one till today has even dismayed or delayed or replayed in their mind? Replayed the events. It's getting so tense. Can I jump on either side of the fence? Oh, circumference, a circle's diameter. Radius, iambic pentameter. Radius, labius. Have you ever paper cutted yourself to death on the neck? Not using a legal pad or anything like that. Using a 1-cent check written by the government to me. They said, here's your tax return. I said, where's a fire? I want my tax to burn. Will you ever learn? Have we made it past the point of no return? Are you not concerned? Have you ever cut yourself to death on the neck? With a 1 cent written out to you check.
Addressed to thee, addressed to thou. Have you ever furrowed your brow with a 1-cent check? A 1-cent
check.
Cutting your neck with a 1-cent check?
I went to the bank. They said, this 1-cent check, where is the source? They flipped it over. They said, it's not even endorsed. I said, you need me to sign this fucking thing to give me the 1 cent? They said, yes, this is a process that we cannot circumvent. I said, do you have a pen? They said, what? I said, do I have to ask again? They said, we're your banker, we're not your friend. We're more like your enemy. I said, you're not here to pretend to be. Will you lend to me? I want to buy a house. They said, how much does it cost? I said, how much do I got? They said, 1 cent. I said, you're lost. You will not win this game of life with a 1-cent check, using it as a knife, trying to take your own life, feeling sensations that can only be described as trife. I must say, Geif. Rambly, rambly, pambly.
Rambly, pambly, I'm that scrambly, wambly, I'm that brambly, cambly, I'm a cannabis maximus, I'm a dranibus, claxibus. I'm a cannabis claxibus, I'm a brandis passus, I'm plaxico burris, I'm in taxico curris, I'm in laxino burris, I'm a praxica cluris, I'm a kibble bop, scribble dot, ibble on that dribble shot, tribble bay, ribble K, ibble, ab that bibble say, Bible, ribble, kibble, I ribble, kibble, fible, I'm fible, the mouse, rival your house with a crible, your spouse, a cribble, bridle with the, yo, I'm at David's bridal, with a maid with a cabus clydal.
Yo, I'm a maximum characters. Ask me for the caribers. I got a caribou, a caravan. You don't even caring, man. I don't care about be wearing your plan.
I'm a mathematician. I'm asking to listen to smashing your vision. I'm a blasklaplishlin.
I'm a sort of an oracle. I'm a dastardly dorkle. I'm an oracle that corkscrew with a force field.
Beware of me. I'm terribly scary, rarity. I'm a rarity. In fact, I'm a clariplete.
I'm a guitar player. I'm a card player. I'm a naysayer. I'm a bass player. I'm a ski sloper. I'm an eloper. I'm Jack Tripper. I'm Jack the Ripper. I'll snatch your slippers. I'm Ratchet.
I'm Kurt Rambis. I hurt grandmas.
Kurt Rambis is a hilarious name. Kurt Rambis is a basketball player from like the 80s, right?
Yeah.
I'm Kurt Rambis.
I can picture him. I can picture Kurt Rambis. I don't remember really. I don't know if I remember what team he played for.
I'll tell you one thing. There's not like a really perfect rhyme for Rambis, is there?
Canvas.
Canvas is close.
I'm Kurt Rambis painting on burnt canvas.
My paintings is flames. I'm delaying you lames. Ain't saying no names. I ain't playing no games. I'm Ving Rhames when I paint on my frames. I'm Kurt Rambis. I'm outlandish. Hi.
Don't start with me, lames. I'm cooler than the wine by Bartles and James.
Hi, I'm Kurt Rambis, a former NBA star and guy with funny name. What product would Kurt Rambis be pushing?
Just like he's probably like you know the commercials with old dudes like life insurance and he would be in like
I'm Kurt Rambis, and let me tell you something. From all my years playing with the Minnesota Timberwolves Hawks, all of my years that I played with the
Memphis
the Dallas Tulsa Bearcat Warriors, let me tell you something. My knees shattered. I need insurance that's going to last a lifetime. Thank God for me, Ben Gay now has their own insurance. It's an insurance / eucalyptus menthol cough drop vapor rub. And it's all made of CBD.
All made of CBD. Basically, if I die, my family will get a big pile of CBD oil to rub all over themselves and they will feel much better.
I had a cardiac arrest, and when the emergency technician showed up with that little thing where they go clear, check, and put it on your heart, I said, hey, wait. Before you put those things on me to restart my heart, rub it with CBD oil real quick, because it's a miracle cure according to everybody.
Miracle cure. Can I vaporize something? I mean, maybe that would bring me back to life.
I have a bad case of tennis elbow, but I rubbed CBD oil all over it, and look, now it's good to go. They call me Serena at the office.
Due to years of cross-country skiing, I have tinnitus in my femur. So I rubbed some CBD oil on it, and now I'm back on the slopes. Actually, not the slopes, because like I said, it's cross-country. So it's really more of a flat surface.
I got shot in the face directly with a shotgun. My head exploded into 50,000 pieces. My brain fragments were all over the room. Luckily for me, I had a small tube of $80 CBD oil, and I used it as glue, like the way people glue a vase back together after it shatters.
Oh, you look great.
Thanks.
You look great. It must be the CBD.
CBD oil, the cure to everything.
What's the character? The dentist? The green dentist?
Yeah. How's he talk again?
The green dentist, man. Yeah.
Today's special is we have CBD fluoride. If you have plaque, or any gingivitis covering your gums, not only will it cure that, but it also gets you pretty fucking stoned,
baked, man.
So today was special at Green Dental. We have a THC infused dental floss, and when it gets in between your teeth and makes a little blood, you know when you're flossing and you kind of like get a little blood there. In this case, the THC will get inside like an edible, man, and you'll be like, "How long does this stuff take to kick in?" But when you're going home from the appointment, you could be pretty fucking stoned, man.
Yeah, man, we got a recent sponsor from a local dispensary. With your teeth looking a little crooked.
Yeah,
you heard of Invisalign?
I have.
How about Invisihigh? It's like Invisalign, but it's actually got weed in it, so you're gonna get really high and baked.
Sweet, dude. We here at Green Dental are the first ever CBD based toothpaste. It is called Tooth Baked. That's weird.
Yeah, man. So what's up with you?
Man, you already know I'm just chilling, bro.
Come on, man.
I am starting my podcast back up.
Are you gonna be doing regular podcasts, or is this kind of like whenever you feel like it?
I'm gonna do a podcast once a week until I go on tour, which is probably in October. Gonna be going on tour of America.
Is there any news on your tour, or is that still under wraps, or is that still?
Well, it's being booked right now. It's being booked. So, by the way, if you are a promoter of shows in America, hit me up. beastforwax@gmail.com. I actually didn't check.
Have you ever considered like partnering? Maybe you could partner with like a large brand. Like maybe you can just do your tour, play at the local Subway in every town.
That's a good idea.
Just play a show at Subway.
I wonder if I could partner with Subway. Would actually be perfect. Like people could be like, I'll take white. No, you know what? I want the oregano cheese 6 grain.
And then is it still extra for avocado? Because the song's about to start, so I would really like to spread it all over my white bread, not wheat.
I could just bring my guitar into Subway, and the people that haven't got up to the line yet, they haven't ordered their bread choice yet. I just be like, hey, you want to hear a little song? I wish I was your phone. Whatever.
Yeah, or you could just be like have a song like where you just list off all the available toppings.
Oh.
Banana peppers, jalapenos,
Banana peppers and jalapenos, avocados, and a little bit of Tostitos.
I think you do it like way back, like the Micro Machines guy. Well, banana peppers, jalapenos, sun chips, pita bread.
Well, 6 cheese oregano, 6 cheese oregano, avocado, lettuce, tomato, green peppers.
Yeah, so, yeah, tour. You've been putting out the songs on Friday.
Been putting out songs on Fridays. Thank you to everybody for listening to the songs.
They're going.
What's up with?
Well.
I talked about my stuff on last week's podcast because everybody heard that. There's no need to even bring. I mean, the whole world.
Everybody just stops and if he's just gonna rehash last week's podcast, I guess I'm tapping out.
I got an album coming out in September, and I'm gonna tour in October, and in November, it will rain. And I also will be. I will also be gone till then. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's
November rain.
Maybe that's why Wyclef was gone until then, because he didn't like the rain.
He didn't like the rain.
He didn't like the. It's all making sense now.
Jeez.
He didn't like the rain. Or maybe he did like the rain, and that's why he left to go to a rainy area. And he came back in November. And he was like, "Good, it's raining now." I just returned from the El Junque rainforest because I like when it rains.
Someone should really do a mashup of that. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool if someone did a mashup.
I guarantee that's been done.
Probably does, yeah.
Be gone till no cold November rain. I'll be gone till November rain. Gone till November.
Nothing lasts forever. So please tell my mama I'll be.
What's up with your shit? What are you doing music wise? Why are you up here?
Oh yeah, all right. I'm up here. I got I've been working on a couple songs. It's been a long time at this point. I got a couple years ago now. Me and my buddy Adam Gibbons, aka Lack of Afro. He's in the UK. I'm in California. we met halfway in New York and recorded some songs. And
I'm sorry, what were you talking about? What, I'm sorry, I fell asleep due to the boringness. I'm sorry.
yeah. So anyway, we went there and we played the bass and the guitar and the keyboards. And
You got a new project coming out.
Yeah, I got a new project. I don't know when it's coming out. It's going to be like an EP. We have a band. It's called The Damn Straits. I don't have a whole lot of things I don't.
You got a release date?
No release date. No.
When's it coming out?
I don't know.
Can you give us any idea of when it's going to be available?
There's really no release date as of yet.
If I looked at my calendar and wanted to mark a specific date where I could say, today would be the perfect day since it's the first day the album is available, what date would that be?
Yeah, actually, we don't have any sort of plan for that as of yet.
Well, the music's good.
Thanks, man. So yeah, I came up here to finish it, and we just finished. We just basically finished it.
Old T loves to talk shit about how I went to a $20,000 music school, recording school. I spent a year at the Los Angeles recording school, and it was a $20,000.
A fancy school.
I got a loan to get $20,000, and as much he talks the shit about my $20,000 fancy school, he sure likes to come up here to get his music done, doesn't he?
Well, I mean,
he wants to delve into my knowledge base.
Man,
he doesn't,
you could just do a Control Z for that. You could just do an Apple Shift Q. Thanks.
Hey, I know that you're an educated guy. Can I just pick your brain? I just want to pick your brain.
I just want to sit down and just kind of like get a feel for who you are.
I just want to pick your brain. I always hated that phrase.
That's like.
I mean, I get it. Like you want to have a talk. I just want to pick your brain. First of all, the visual of it's weird. I picture one of those things. Speaking of dentists, those things those sharp like hooks. I picture like that on a brain, just picking at it. First of all, there's that, and then second of all, I don't know. There's something about pick your brain I never liked. There's
something about it where it's implying that you're. Let me pick your brain because you're so special and you have so many things that you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a humble guy.
Yeah.
So for me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm all about humility.
I'm like, pick my brain. How about you suck my dick?
Oh, shit.
Blank my blank. Pick my brain. Blank my blank would you would first thing you think it would be kiss my ass, I think.
Pull my finger.
Eat my shit. Okay? I'd eat the corn out of her shit.
Man, she got a good old turd cutter on her, boy.
Man, that thing sure can't clip a Snickers. I'll tell you that, man.
That's really like a redneck thing to talk about a girl's ass when you use shit.
Look at that shitter.
Look at that shitter, man.
Turd cutter is the best one. Man, she got a big old turd cutter.
She got a nice turd cutter on her.
Man, I'd eat the corn out of her shit, man. I'd eat the fucking corn out of her shit.
I'd eat her diarrhea bisque. I'll tell you what.
I mean, if you really like, who's like a girl that's like, say like,
there's no girl that you would.
Especially if it was like, let's say you're some redneck dude and you're with the girl of your dreams. Let's say, I can't think of who's like the modern redneck girl. Let's just say who's like Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, Scarlett Johansson, whoever. If Scarlett Johansson or Jennifer Lopez or Kim Kardashian or whoever diarrheaed into like a bag and mailed it to this redneck, and it was like she had eaten corn previously. I don't think in that case he'd really want to eat the corn out of her shit.
Man, you don't know me well, do you? Shit,
that corn been through her asshole?
This touched her asshole? This right here touched her asshole? God
You're
damn.
telling me this touched Kim Kardashian's asshole? My point is, I think he really means like if he was right next to her when she shit.
Right, because it definitely means it literally. He definitely is. It's a literal thing that they're actually meaning.
Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised, man.
Shit.
You think I'm fooling? I eat the corn out of your shit. I don't give a fuck.
I'm bullshitting you. Here's a plate. Fucking take a shit on this plate right here. I'll show you I ain't lying.
Let's go down to the fucking. There's some guy that lives on the corner. He got AIDS. I'll eat the corn out of his shit. I don't give a fuck. Think I give a fuck?
Are we talking regular yellow? We talking sweet white? We talking golden?
I don't care.
Golden yellow.
I don't care if it ain't silver queen. I don't care if it ain't silver queen. Just regular yellow. Regular yellow.
You eat that regular yellow corn right now?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I prefer if she has some silver queen straight out of Southern Maryland. But if she ain't got any silver queen around her, I'll eat that regular yellow.
Sweet silver queen.
Regular yellow, straight out of a can. She ate it and put it in a little jam. That jam was diarrhea, and she mailed it in a bag, and I ate it. Yeah, I ate it. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn out of her shit. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn out of her shit. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn out of her shit. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn. I'd eat the corn out of her shit. If she pooped in a bag or a basket, you wouldn't even have to mask it. There'd be corn granules all through the diarrhea. And I'd eat it so fast they'd have to call the fire company up because they'd have to put me. I don't even know if that made sense, man, but I'm telling you, not everything makes sense. Ooh. Jennifer Lopez or Kim Kardashian, Scarlett Johansson. I don't care whose ass it was in. I feel like, what's funny is like there's been many times recently where I tried to reference like it was like
a beautiful woman
that's like current or a car. Recently I was like, what's like a new car? Like what's the
Everybody
latest?
knows because I work a regular job with regular people. And some people are into cars, and what they always have is a numbers and letters. Like, you seen the new M6? No, but it's not as good as the C2. And I don't even know what they're like. They don't even have to say the brand of whether it's a Mercedes or an Audi or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I've never been good at that, and that doesn't just go with cars. Because a lot of guitars are like that too.
I'm horrible.
Like I used to always play these Ibanez hollow bodies, and they're always like, "This is the A300." You can give me 20 seconds to remember that. Once there's letters and numbers and shit, my brain doesn't remember it. Now, if you called it the Twiddlebird or something, I'd never forget it.
Like I got the new interface, whatever I got for my home studio, and it's I told someone about it. I can't even remember the brand now, and I told someone what I got, and they're like, "Oh, but did you get the A6 or the A7?" And I'm just like,
are you kidding me?
I fucking know what I got.
Yeah.
I know I can plug shit into it, I got speakers I can plug into it, and it plugs into my computer. I can plug my guitar into it and record shit.
But I'll always remember, I'll remember a Stratocaster.
Yeah.
I remember a Telecaster.
If those car companies, like whatever the ones, I especially the fancy like Audis and Lexuses and Mercedes, they're all like the C-Class M6 or whatever.
Well, there's something fancy about that.
Right.
There's something fancy about letters and numbers and like making it seem like it's official, like it's a fucking science car. As soon as you get to like Dodge Neon, it's implied
Ford
that
Fiesta.
Yeah, exactly. All the fucking shitty cars have names that are like they're selling a cleaning product or something. Mm-hmm. The Festiva.
That's what. Yeah, like Subaru is kind of a nice car, but all theirs have names. So I know.
Well, there's the Outback.
I know what they're. Yeah, I'm saying they all have names, not numbers. So I know what all of. There's a Forester, Outback, Ascent is like their big fucking SUV. But if they were numbers, I wouldn't be able to distinguish.
Ascent, like it's gonna go up some fucking, like it's gonna free solo
Ascent.
El Capitan.
Alex Honnold's car.
Alex Honnold.
Alex Honnold. I'm Ronald McDonald with a bronchronald with a and with bronchitis.
I heard you watched Free Solo the other day.
I did.
Chris is Herbs' real name, by the way. He watched Free Solo the other day, and last night after working on his music project, we watched a couple videos of those guys doing wingsuits.
It was because you had a picture of El Capitan the on your computer background.
Yeah.
Which that goes to show what operating system you're on. Hello.
Is that an old one?
I will pretend I didn't hear that question.
It's funny that you say that because another example of... Like you asked me what version of Pro Tools I have or what version of this is. Like, do you have 11.8 or you have 12.6?
Oh,
I don't know. But when they did Tiger and Leopard, I remembered that shit.
that's why they did that, because they've switched back and forth. Like you got 10.6, and then like when they call it something, people know. Like, did you go up to Mojave yet or whatever? Did you get Snow Leopard?
See, I liked that. I liked Leopard, Tiger, Snow Leopard.
Good point.
Granted, every single time I upgraded it, my fucking Pro Tools didn't work.
No, because they're always behind.
Pro Tools is I mean, I like using it, but it's kind of whack actually now. You know, you can't you have to have a subscription.
Yeah, well,
I feel like Pro Tools...
when I don't know the detail. This is another thing where I never dive into something enough to figure out how to make things easier for myself. I just go through the rigmarole every time. Mm-hmm. Like that's why with Pro Tools I was, instead of taking 1 minute to learn a shortcut, I'll just do it for the rest of my life the dumb way.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. But like when I open my Pro Tools, I log into the cloud. Like I'm like in the cloud doing shit.
That's bullshit, man. Pro Tools is like, it's still the industry standard for the most part. It's kind of getting, there's a bunch of other ones now that are killing it. But I feel like they're like oil companies. They know that oil's not renewable forever, but they're like, let's suck out all the money we can while we got it.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things you could compare. Like,
they're selling their old plugins that used to be free. Fuck you. Mm-hmm. I'm a passionate guy.
See, I'm an Avid guy. I'm a Pro Tools guy, but I might become a Logic guy.
I hate in the music world people that are so adamant about what thing I know that somebody doesn't know music when they start arguing too much about which program to use. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of experience with non-Pro Tools programs, but I mean, you're just recording shit and have multiple tracks and you make things sound a certain way. You might have like plugins or, I mean, Pro Tools, you can't even Command K, whatever the art, You more of a Pro Tools guy?
I'm more of a Pro Tools guy. I'm an Apple guy.
See, I know a lot of people that are more like Logic.
You a PC guy or an Apple guy?
I mean, that depends on what day because I'm a guy I'm a fluctuating guy. I go with the wind. I'm a spontaneous man. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I really look at myself in the mirror, I'm a boss. But don't get me wrong, I ain't afraid to work. You know what I mean? You got to put it. I'm a 10,000 hours guy.
Oh, you a Gladwell guy?
But sometimes I just wish I was a get rich quick guy.
I'm a rich dad, poor dad guy, but I'm also a Gladwell guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm more of a power of now, man.
I'm a TED Talk guy. I'm a listener. I'm a good listener.
I'm a very good listener. What'd you say? I'm more of a talker. I'm more of an interrupter.
What else is going on, man?
What you got, a cowbell?
Yeah.
La 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 la. Have you ever heard the first song?
That's my favorite thing to play on a cowbell. It's like a classic, like cha cha cha, just like.
Keep playing that. I actually know the first song that was ever written with a cowbell.
What's that?
Moo, 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 moo. I am a cow and I give you some milk. If you cut me up, I give you steak as well. I am a cow and I give you some milk. But if you eat me, you will all go to hell. Become a vegan. That's the right way to do it. Like moo, 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 I am a cow and I give you my milk. If you cut my flesh up, you can eat it raw. Or if you cook me, I am very delicious. I'm the best hamburger that you ever saw. I am a moo. That was the first song that was ever written on Black Cowbell.
I knew that. I heard that.
Because you know why they call it a cowbell, right? Because it's amazing and it's named after that expression, holy cow!
Holy. I thought it was an ice skater. It was a triple sow. And it was like,
Right,
cow.
It's named after that city, Umacao.
Oh, nice pull of the Umacao.
Ask me what country Umacao is.
You don't know what
I
Umacao
do.
is?
It's not the Dominican Republic. It's in something with a D. It starts with a D.
No, it's much more simple.
Costa Rica.
Oh, that's in a way that's close.
Belize.
No. You're on the wrong continent. Well, depends on your definition.
Costa Mesa.
It's in the country of Costa Mesa. You think correct?
Is it in
the capital of Costa Mesa?
It's in Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a made up? Is it a made up thing from a storybook?
Umacao is actually in Game of Thrones.
Oh. Right, because the main character was Uma, and they owned a cow.
You know it because of that Tony Touchline getting played from L.A. to Umacao. That's what you.
No, but there was a time in my life where I'd actually heard of Umacao.
It's in Puerto Rico. It's a city in Puerto Rico.
Oh. You said it was close because it was.
Because you said Costa Rica.
Because it sounds like Puerto Rico.
There's something.
They are close distance wise, relatively.
I mean, not really, but sort of. I guess if you don't measure distance, I guess.
You know why they call Costa Rica, right?
No, why is that?
Because there was an explorer over there, and he's looking for the beach, and he was like, "Coast, Eureka!"
Okay, thank you for that history lesson. Mm-hmm.
You know why they call it Puerto Rico, right? Because there was an explorer, and he was looking for the port, and he finally got to the port, and it didn't smell very good. He's like, "This port reeks." Never mind.
You did think that was going to offend someone?
No, I just thought it was horrible. Sometimes I found in life, especially since I started doing stand-up comedy, I go for jokes that are not funny at all. Because that's what you kind of do as a stand-up. You're just reaching like, is this fun? Is this funny?
As a comic?
As a comic.
See, I'm a comic. I'm always at all the mics. I do at least 4 sets a night. I'm a comic, so I can relate.
I'm a comic as well.
Set up, punchline, set up, punchline.
Everything that I do is a premise. I've already written 2 jokes while we've been talking.
The reason I like this podcast is because I'm constantly thinking of premises and jokes and setups and punchlines.
Exactly. Because already I'm like, you hear my new bit that I just wrote while we were talking?
What was that?
It's like this. He goes, "Ha, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Have you ever been talking to someone, right? And the conversation's going relatively smoothly, but then you stumble on your words. Isn't that, that's kind of like when you fall down a flight of stairs, but you kind of catch yourself. I'm still working on the bit.
Yeah.
Still working on the bit.
You know what's interesting? Podcasting. I mean, what? We're just going to listen to people talk now?
And it's like, yeah, it should be called podcasting because pods remind me of pee. And it might as well be like peeing because it's so tedious and
podcasting, as in it hurts so bad I might need a cast.
Exactly. Podcasting? I mean, who are we casting? What are these actors doing in auditions roles? For?
What's the role? Casting? I mean, are we making a sculpture?
I mean, pod. That makes me think of like one of those escape pods in a spaceship movie. I mean, is this where they're reporting from?
I mean, are there peas in here?
See, even that whole bit right there wasn't funny.
Yeah,
But as a comic, you got to go for the. You got to stick with the bit. You stay.
Commit.
You commit.
I'm a commitment guy.
Commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Commit.
I like how you.
That was a cowbell bit.
I like how you have right here 3 different cowbells and 3 different. Did you have this out like you and Dave?
No, man. This is a real studio, man. This is we don't play around with percussion. Shout out to our homie Letty Garcia, who hooked us up with all this percussion. He also plays percussion on my new upcoming album.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know Letty? You ever met Letty?
No.
He's a good dude. He's got all kind of like he gave us all this shit we have. This is his old shit that he don't use.
I just noticed that because you have a box of percussion, but then out here it's as if you recently took these.
Well, these are the good ones. These are all the good cowbells and tambourines.
This one is this cowbell right here is the best. This is like a deep.
We got this guy. And this guy. This is more the This is like the Kumbaya drum circle tambourine. This is like the professional studio guitar center fucking one. Then you got your rhythm tech shake. You got your egg shake. The egg shake is on this side. And then this guy's a shaker. No, it's not. I picked up a fucking thing of... Oh, that's funny. This is actually CBD. Davey has a CBD lip balm.
Might work. I noticed these 3 cowbells. It's 3 different sizes. One thing I've noticed about cowbells, so your little one, here's the Rhythm Tech Studio.
Uh-huh.
And this is an actual LP.
Ooh, that's nice.
But then I always notice that the best cowbells, not only like this is like just the size.
It's just covered in rust.
It's rust. There's no label or no brand. It's just a cowbell.
Like all that rust on there is from fucking cow saliva. Like years and years of cow saliva.
Like that's a real cowbell.
Yeah.
This is like I made it at Rhythm Tech.
Well, that reminds me of like the story of what is the one with the rocking on the mic, doom da doom scabble, skim top tap of the bap to bap babble. Every time I rock the mic and cowbell, I do it so well. I'm like, what the hell? Chilling in the studio, playing some perk, doing some work. Got your girl doing twerks. Cowbell 1, 2, the 2, and the 3. I got the tambourines right to the side of me. I got the shakers and the cowbells tambourine. You know it be playing it just like a machine. Snippity pap pap, snippity pap, snippity pap. Kibbity bibbity hobbity hibbity squap bap bap. Oh, you put them. Oh, they fit right inside of each other.
It's like what do you call it? Russian doll of cowbells. Mm-hmm. It really messes up the tune.
Russian doll. What did she steal the election?
What is she friends with Mueller?
I know. What does Trump own an action figure?
What was it, Mitch McConnell?
What? Who made that doll? Paul Ryan? That's not even a modern reference, huh?
Who are we talking about? Jeffrey Epstein?
Let's circle back to the Russian doll thing. Where is Julian Assange? Where is Julian Assange? Where's Jeffrey Epstein and Julian Assange and Mitch McConnell and the other people that they say?
You know what I want to fucking know? What is on Mitch McConnell's platform for this election?
Exactly.
What kind of bills is he going to sponsor in Congress?
Why are the Republicans and Democrats not passing meaningful legislation in the Senate, Congress, judicial, executive, legislative, congressional, and the FAA?
Did you read the bill?
No.
Congressional Bill 6.2?
Yeah, it's probably written by Steve Axios.
It's written by Representative Steve Henningberg of Iowa.
Of course it was.
Iowa, being Republican, obviously.
It's so obvious what they're doing with the media news program outlets, shell corporations.
I mean, these are my tax dollars at work. Thanks.
If I want health care, I'll call the billionaire class, okay? George Axios, Steve Orwell, John Favreau,
Jim Reagan's,
Daryl Gorson.
Jim.
I can't even disclose the names of all of them because they're behind closed doors in a tax sheltered outlet home.
Teddy Bridgewell, Ronald Tavis,
Garbled Snabble.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Thanks, billionaires.
The Rockefellers, the Orbiters, the Danielsworths, the Darblecasts. All those guys. Evil
Personified. I mean, if I wanted the Democrats to win the election, I would have given my tax break to the second right honorable gentleman from Missouri.
Exactly. But I didn't want to get fucked. Where are we at here? I think we podcast.
You want to say anything else? I don't know. I want to say.
I want to say something really important. Mm-hmm. I want to say thank you, Chris.
My pleasure, man. It's always good being up here.
I think that what we've done today. Let me start by saying this. I've done a lot of music. I've done a lot of podcasts. I've done several albums, mixtapes, songs, music videos. But this, what we did today, is something different, something special, something that will live on in infamy for the rest of our lives and our grandchildren's lives.
See, for me, this podcast was a passion project. Exactly. It was a legacy project for my legacy that I'm going to leave.
Exactly, because you want to leave things behind that outlive you, and this forget all the other stuff. This past hour has been the hour that my life will be defined by.
I'm really looking forward to getting the emails, the comments. This podcast changed my life.
We didn't do this podcast for ourselves.
This was for humanity. This was for betterment of mankind.
This was for you. Be safe out there.